Good morning, students. Students, in this module, you will learn about the various parts of leaf and various types of leaves also. You must have seen different types of leaves around you. There are some leaves which are very narrow and some leaves are oval. Some leaves are circular shaped and some are extra long. You must have seen the leaves having tapering tip like people, and you must have seen the leaves which are segmented. So let us learn about the different parts of leaf. Though leaves are having different shapes, but there are some things which are common in all types of leaves. First of all, let us learn them by one. Firstly, just see here leaf plate. Leaf plate is flat part of leaf. Leaf plate is also called leaf lamina. Now next is petiole. Now what is petiole? Petiole is the part which is attached to the stem. This part attaches the leaf to the stem. It is also called stalk. Next is stem. Stem is the part which supports the plant and it also transports water and minerals to the leaf. Next is axil. Axil is the angle between the stem and the stalk. Now leaf base. It is the point of attachment of the stalk to the stem. The petiole continues in the leaf as the midrib. Now the thin linear structures which arise from the petiole to the midrib, these structures are called veins. The veins run across the leaf in various directions. They provide support to the leaf and transport water and minerals and food to and from the leaf. Next part is margin. Margin is the boundary area which is extended along the edge of the leaf. The last one is tip. Tip is the uppermost part of the leaf. So all these are the parts of leaf which is common in almost all types of leaves. Now let us learn different types of venations in the leaves. Leaves are having mainly two types of venations. First is reticulate venation, second is parallel venations. Now first is reticulate venation. Reticulate means network. So when the veins form a network across the leaf, for example in people or China rose, such network is called reticulate venation. For example, neem leaves. These are lemon leaves. They do have reticulate venation. You must have seen lychee leaves. See them carefully. They also are having a network of veins that is called reticulate venation. Now the other examples of reticulate venation are mustard leaves, cabbage leaves, silk leaves, cotton and mango leaves. All these plants are having reticulate venation. You know, the plants which are bearing broad leaves and reticulate venation, they do have tap roots. And the plants which are having narrow leaves, they show parallel venation, they are having fibrous roots. Now let us discuss the leaves which are having parallel venations. When veins run parallel to each other in leaves, such leaves are said to have parallel venations. For examples, the leaves like grass, bamboo, bananas all are having parallel venations. See these banana leaves, they are having just all the veins parallel to each other. For example, palm leaves, they are also having parallel venations. Secondly, bamboo leaves, they do have parallel venations. If we see the leaves of sugarcane carefully, then we will see that all the veins are parallel to each other. Such plants are having parallel venations, and the plants which are having parallel venations, they do have fibrous roots. Now types of leaves. Leaves are of mainly two types, that is simple leaves and compound leaves. Now let us discuss them one by one. Now simple leaves. When a leaf has a single leaf plate, then it is called simple leaf. Mostly the plants are having simple leaves. You must have seen the leaves of banana, lemon, people. They are having a big leaf plate and it is called simple leaf. Now compound leaves. The leaf plate of some leaves is divided into leaflets. Such leaflets are called compound leaves. You must have seen the leaves of neem. They are compound leaves as they are segmented. See the tamarind leaves. Tamarind leaves are also segmented, so they are called compound leaves. That's all for today. Thank you all of you for watching the video.